right before this.
Bullshit ass apology you gave when you're on the fucking news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom shit. He's been going through the health shit. You talking about the person that fucking raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died? Oh, just he's been going through the mom shit.
But are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when
You're
I fucking
disrespectul as fuck.
I paid for the fucking
First
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
Wow. Ack taking the jacket off. Sorry, not Ack. Adam. Big Adam.
Yo, look, he can't even move.
It's like a toddler when you pick him up. And just wow.
Hey, can't lie. Adam got some fast reflexes.
No, he doesn't.
Bro, he blocked the drink. It hit AD.
It hit AD and left only, bro.
It went back to Housephone.
Collateral damage, bro.
Wow.
Hey, man. That was crazy when I first saw it, bro. I said, bro, like, and you're right, though. Adam, he got up quick. Like, he was prepared because he stopped his sentence as soon as he could tell, like, that he saw the mic move. He could definitely tell as soon as he said that last line about paying for the funeral and then Housephone stopping his sentence. He knew, like, oh, he about to do something. And he blocked it clean, bro. He didn't get nothing on him.
It was good. It was good.
Smooth, bro.
I blame Housephone.
I mean, for what?
Bro.
Throwing the liquid at him? Yeah, he threw it at him for sure. What do you think about it, though? Who was in the wrong? Or was Housephone in the wrong? Adam in the wrong?
I think it's just a real heated situation. You feel me? And I think Adam is in the wrong. Like, you can't bring up that you paid for somebody's funeral, especially your mom's funeral, when you're having a heated conversations like that, right? Because now you're throwing money in my face. And it's like, again, bro, my reputation is already at stake with the Transformer shit. And now you're talking about, like, I can't have enough money to pay for my mom's funeral. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
I think Adam missed the point, too, bro. Because, like, it's not about money necessarily. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, he's saying that the way you spoke about his mom in that little apology video on the news, like, and he's going through all the mom shit.
It was dismissive.
It sounds dismissive. So you can't be like, wait, so you really think I have an issue with your mom when I paid for the funeral? Like, bro, he's saying what you said sounded dismissive. That was the last thing that he was harping on. So, like, and Adam already throughout that entire conversation just wasn't receptive. And I get it. Also, I thought Adam was right factually in what he was arguing. But he wasn't just letting because, like, Housephone, like, clearly didn't really care about the facts. He wanted to get off how he was feeling and how frustrated he was. So eventually, once Adam had already continuously combated everything he said, I think he should have just shut up and kind of let him go off on him. But the mom part, I think Adam really was out of line.
He deserved the drink being thrown at him for that part.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because what's Housephone even supposed to say after that? Like, he gonna start arguing.
Like, yeah, you
didn't pay for everything. You paid for some of it, motherfucker. Like, nah, that's going, or like, it's not what it was about, man. Because it's such a touchy subject. But all right, so overall in this, what did you just think of the entirety of the conversation? I know I kind of gave my thoughts. But what did you think?
I thought the same thing. It's like if somebody is trying to tell their mind about something and they're getting their emotions off, don't sit here trying to fight me on every point I make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, but like that doesn't make any sense to me. As a homie, I would want you to, like, listen to what the fuck I'm trying to say instead of you trying to be right about something. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's also the part about, like, the cameras being on. You know, he doesn't want to be like, you're telling me about your feelings, but at the same time, it's like there's some parts where you're not understanding the nuances, like for Adam's point of view. You know what I mean?
Adam had the facts, which is right, but it's like you said, it's not always about, like, you being right. But I feel like it's so hard to argue that to someone that's just a very logical thinker, where it's like, what do you mean it's not about me being right? What's the conversation about then if we don't care about who's right, what the facts are? But it's like, nah, bro, when you change someone's life forever the way Housephone was expressing, I think eventually you got to just take everything they're saying about you and to you, and you can't just be like, oh, so what, we're not friends anymore? Wow, I'm learning what you think about me right now. Bro, you've changed this guy's life forever. I think you do need to just be a punching bag. Get off your points, but once you've already gotten them, there's no point in you just continuously stopping him up and saying, okay, but what about that? I'm just not going to let you tell a different narrative. But I think it kind of did show that Housephone may have a little truth to Adam is really mainly concerned with what everyone else thinks of him and what the record is going to reflect at the end of the conversation.
And the whole comment of, like, you changed my life forever, we got to hold Housephone accountable for his own actions, right? Because it's like, if we're thinking about it logically, if Housephone was fucking with girls, we wouldn't be talking about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the fact that you messing with something that's taboo that we're talking about it. Now, if you want to sympathize with him, right? Like, Adam should have cut the whole interview. But logically, you living in guilt and shame is the reason why we're having this conversation. You get what I'm saying?
But people have a right to be private about certain things. It's like if you're beating off to like midget porn, and I get that little I hack your webcam. Obviously, it's way different extreme, but like that's something you'd want under wraps just because it's not comfortable. You don't want to be I imagine you're in a business meeting and then they're like, wait, it just came out. What you watch midget porn? Like you're literally on video doing it. Way different situation. But and
that's where Adam's wrong. But then it's like you being so emotional about it is you're emotional and you're worked up because. At the end of the day, you messing with somebody you not supposed to be messing with on a public scope like that. So it's like you don't take no accountability. You just so mad at Adam, and it's like, bro, you still messing with the
Transformers.
So after this clip, they talked for about 40 minutes. They
that was disgusting.
Had a conversation, and then they got back on, and I did what was like 11-minute or I forgot, maybe it was longer, but they came back and had a video titled
12 minutes.
Adam. Oh, 12 minutes. Okay. Called Adam makes up with Housephone or whatever. What did you guys think about that?
I thought it was so pussy, bro, and it kind of made me start thinking like, what if this was all faked, right? Because how often do you see drinks on the pod that's like other than water? And then like Adam was like low key bracing for the throw before, and I feel like
they
no jumper is
already like something than water, bro. I just seen Pot Lord drinking a Corona.
They always got.
He always has Coronas and Red Bulls and shit.
They always got the red.
Okay, I can't follow that narrative that it was staged, but I think the whole. That part was mad corny to me. Like that 12 minutes, we just didn't need to have that. To me, that really appeared like more like, because whose idea was that to go back on stream? Who really was like, all right, man, now that we've talked about it, we got to go back.
Probably
live.
Adams.
Adam, right? It's got to be Adam.
We got to make up for this.
Yo, let's just show everyone that we're good right now because I don't want the last thing people seeing is you throwing a drink at me and me making a comment about your mom. Like that's how it came off to me. So that awkward 12 minutes that they had, I just thought was not necessary. Super awkward. Lush was doing a horrible job. Like he just kept making the most like forced weird jokes, and then Housephone even checked him about that.
He made a good joke. That was funny as hell. Too soon, but it was a funny joke.
Yeah, like the only way to make it up, Adam, is for you to suck his dick.
Because of trans?
Yeah, bro, it was a good ass joke. Like I like that type. That's a pretty good joke. Like obviously you gotta read the room. But I think he did a good job.
It's so funny that Lush is the punching bag for everybody. Like Flacco's ready to fight Lush, and then how someone's like, "Hey, I know we laughing and shit, but don't make that joke. Like, don't be talking shit about me like right in front of me. We're not gonna do that right now." Like, that's just hilarious. Like nobody would say that to AD or Suspect or nobody else. Nobody said it to Sharp, but Lush, you cannot make that joke, bro.
He has that personality, but it seemed kind of forced, bro. It seemed unnecessary. It seemed like it would have gotten more attention. Either way, it would have honestly given them more views. How they just let it. Wait till next episode or wait till the news the next day or wait till whenever or wait till even if you guys want to have a sit down one-on-one and make that its own podcast and then that you could even stretch this but it still would have felt a lot more genuine versus you guys getting back on the air and it clearly being like, yeah, you guys might have talked, you guys might have understood each other better, but it's obviously going to take some time of healing for both of you and it's clear on camera like you guys are not comfortable talking. And to be honest, bro, if I'm Adam, I feel like if Adam wasn't just focused on what people were going to think about him, bro, I'm not fucking sitting back down with you. You just tried to throw a drink at me and call me a pussy over and over again. Like you trying to beat my ass. Like, bro, I'm going to say like we could either talk or we might as well just run a fade. I get Adam's the boss, so maybe that's not in his best interest. But, bro, if y'all really friends, bro, squabble up or something, bro. I'm not getting on camera with you again. And then on that episode, you're sitting there like, nah, bro, I was going to beat your ass, bro. I was finna, bro, I wanted to fade right. I'm not sitting down with you and having a casual conversation. I would have been, bro, no, I was really going to hurt you. No.
One of the dumbest
it's
lines,
a good thing that tone came. I was going to hurt you. That's why I took off my jacket. I was going, boom, boom. I would have ended up making even more mad because there's no way I could just sit there casually and bro, but that's the thing. When you're more focused about how this is going to look, than you are about the actual friendship or situation, you might be, fuck it, let's just get back on camera, let's patch things up. When, bruh, he was about to fight you dead ass 40 minutes ago, bruh. Nah. Yeah,
that's kind of weird. I think just the whole way it went down, like, I wanted Housephone to fight him. I just want to see Adam get punched in the face one good time.
But that was crazy,
I think Adam would have took him.
Stop it.
Adam do jiu-jitsu.
Adam's a big guy.
Bro. You got to think about it. Adam is like 6'4". He's in way better shape than Housephone. Housephone has a fucked up leg. He can barely move. And Adam took jiu-jitsu for literally recently. He was taking it for like years. Bro, I think there's literally no way Housephone gets him. Unless he just like bear hugs him.
I don't think Housephone has punching power, but Adam look pussy to me, bro. Like I just want to see him get strangled out one time or just like punch real hard in his throat. just once, bro. And then like, whatever respect, like I don't know these motherfuckers like that. I don't know in person, right? But in this situation, whatever respect I gained for Housephone for, you know, owning up to this shit and then kind of being cool about it, I lost it when he came back and was like laughing, kikiing, ha-haing with this bro. Like, bro, you, like you said, you about to fight, bro, 40 minutes ago, and now y'all best friends again. Y'all could patch it up, but give it some time. Like, I still wanted to see y'all angry at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was like, oh, if Housephone leaves, oh, we gonna leave. It was like a whole no jumper might end, might you know what I'm saying? This might be the whole what's that like word? I don't know the word, but the leaving of the exodus of no jumper, right? Like Suspect, Gina. Who else? T-Rail.
They said that?
No, I'm saying not them. I'm thinking about the black employees, right? Like Sharp. If they all leave Adam, like what would? I mean, Adam could build. Adam's a builder. He'll pivot, but like no jumper is really all of the characters, all the personalities, and it's like that would really be like a good time for y'all all to exit, seeing how this is your boss, your friend, your employer, but he's also kind of crossing the line between employee and then like talking about private shit to other people who you don't even know him like that. You feel me? So it's like that's a very alarming thing to see your guy, your road dog to just do that to somebody like that. And the way he handled it was not apologetically like trying to listen to hear him out. He's trying to fight him and combat him. It's like, bro, I can't look at you the same way. You know, and it's like, oh, we're all ha friends again. Like 40 minutes later, it's like, come on, bro. Like, I don't think that was the resolve for it.
I thought Housephone was not going to be seen for a while after that, bro.
Once he sent the second video, I was like, wait, what?
Exactly, already? And they put it out like right after. They did it in real time,
and to still show you it's content to him. Like, it don't matter. Even the apology, right? Because I read a lot of comments under Adam's original apology. Like, I would have never read about it or heard about it if Adam didn't make this video. Right? And it's like, if you would have let the podcast be a standalone podcast, the Reddit, the comments, they say whatever and let it die down, it would have died down. But the fact that you came back on to make more content about it is just like, it kind of just goes back to prove the original point.
I think this could have like all stopped if like, you know, when Housephone and Adam have that phone call after he had done the interview, and he asked him, he's like, yo, she's saying this stuff about you. Like, is there any truth to it? And he's denying the fact. If he's your friend, why are you denying the fact that this is happening? You know, because if you were honest with him, I feel like he would probably not put it out.
You don't owe that to Adam. No, it's not Adam's business. No. He told him don't put any of that out.
Because if he's gonna if he was gonna like if he's truly your friend, it's like I would rather take jokes from my friend versus the internet.
Or, you know? I just tell you, edit all that out. Don't put any of that in there, and then you listen, and then the problem's solved. He doesn't owe it to Adam to tell him, yo, to be honest, bro, everything she's saying is true. I was fucking her. But
maybe he might not even just put it out at all.
He was saying you shouldn't put it out at all. I mean, that was one of his points too, is I don't owe it to you to tell you, because he said you still made it seem like it wasn't a thing. He said, yeah, I don't owe it to you to tell you if it was or wasn't. I told you I feel uncomfortable with it. And he said he felt dismissed even on that phone call, but Adam did send the text. So had they just listened, then it would have been edited out. Although he did say that people would still understand. Adam
for them not editing it out. That's the editor's fault.
But you just try to put the blame on Housephone for not telling Adam that he really fucked that
I feel like in that moment, he could have just told him.
That's a hard conversation.
What would have been the difference between what Adam did though? Because Adam still did what Housephone wanted, tried to get the whole thing, you know, get rid of it.
Edit out. Because I feel like if he told him straight up and been like, "Yo, yeah, some weird shit happened," blah blah blah, I don't want this out at all. And I know he said it at first. That was the first thing he said. But if you were just straight up with him and told him that, yeah, some shit did go down. And I for sure don't want even the interview to come out.
But are you doing that though?
Huh?
Are you gonna tell your friend that you messing with Transformers?
Versus the internet?
There's no verses.
What's the verses? If I tell you in the first, I don't need to tell you shit. If I say, yo, I don't want none of that going out, bro.
If
not cool with it.
my friend is truly my friend,
so you have to tell everyone. You owe it to your friends to tell them like things that you don't share with people.
If you're doing the interview with the person, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell him. So knowing who Adam is, I would tell him. Fuck yeah.
What does that mean? What you mean? Knowing who Adam is, you tell him that
Adam is my friend. Right. He's my friend, and I know who he is this person.
So this is Housephone's fault because he didn't tell him that he fucked the tranny.
I'm not saying the full thing is a fucking Housephone's fault.
But it could have been avoided.
But
Because
what's the
I'm saying
difference though?
It's a way that could be avoided.
But what's the difference? Because they already talked about it. Adam said I hadn't even thought about taking down the actual interview because like we could just edit out all those parts. So either way, he would have said,
because
all right.
Housephone wants him to just understand through the sincerity in his voice.
The point
that this
is
weird. This is
the point is even
it
if
could have been
Adam
avoided
said,
with the truth.
Even if Housephone said I fucked that trainee, Adam would have said, okay, bet I got you. Then he would have gone on his phone and said, yo, let's cut out every part where Housephone's name is mentioned, which he already did.
I would say. If he went and told
what
him,
you should say is that Housephone should have asked Adam to cut the entire interview because either way,
he did ask him.
He didn't ask him to cut the interview. He said he didn't want that stuff getting out about him, so that's why. He said in the argument, oh, you should have just cut it if you're a real friend, but he never asked Adam to cut the entire interview or just to trash it. He said, I know you wouldn't have done that either way. So he asked him to get rid of parts. I'm saying that's all he asked either way. So him telling Adam that he fucked a trainee wouldn't have made a difference because either way, Adam's motive was to then cut out every part where his name was mentioned. So if you're saying he should have just told Adam to cut out the whole interview, that's a perspective.
He did say that he told him first. That was the first thing he said, but Adam didn't listen to him.
Incorrect.
We could watch it again.
He didn't say that.
Are you kidding me?
No, because Adam even said, I never even actually thought about cutting the interview. Housephone said, wait, yeah, I know you wouldn't have cut it either. Even if I had asked, I already knew ahead of time. He said, even if I had asked, I would have known ahead of time, you would not have cut it. Adam said, oh, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have even thought about it because there was so much more to the interview than just that part. Like, and we just had a guest come on. Why would I do that? I mean, that's what the tape is saying. So
that's one of the reasons I say that if Housephone did choose to tell him the truth and then be like, yo, this is the truth. I just don't want this interview to even come out.
That's the only part that matters. I don't want this interview to come out at all. Because him telling him the truth, Adam would have still done the same thing that he did.
I swear he said it. He's like, that. I started the phone call off with that. But it's fine.
Then it still doesn't matter. Because then that means then the whole argument would have been, I asked you not to put out the interview at all, and you did. But he was mad that it got exposed with the name being said at the end. So it's just a different conversation. But you can rewatch the footage, but that's the point. Like, you can't get on Housephone and say, yo, you should have told Adam that it was true you fucked the train.
It could be it's one version that could have been avoided.
If you asked him to cut out the entire video.
Yeah.
But you're saying he did that. He didn't do that. That's the point. That's what he would have needed to do to make it not come out at all.
We could just
ask for that.
We could just watch the one over again because at least that's what I heard.
But then you just argued two different things. See, right now you said you're right. He should have asked Adam to cut it. But then when I say you said he already said that, then you're like, well, I did say that. You're in La La Land. I'm already on your head. All right, we are moving.
What the fuck are you talking
about? You got God, bro. It's okay.
1-0. All right, next no jumper.
1-0. What the fuck?
1-0. Now let's get on to Sharpen Academics. I don't want to carry too many caskets in here, boy.
All right, we'll
Sharpen Academics.
Let's play this.
Sharpen Academics.
Nah, you had two different arguments at once. One argument is
sometimes you just don't hear the shit that like I'm trying to say, and then you're going over.
I'm saying exactly back what you said. I told you what you said. That's how you know I'm listening. You said what his problem is. He should have told Adam. He should have told Adam that he fucked a tranny.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm saying that wasn't an issue because Adam was supposed to get rid of it. It didn't really matter. So what he should have done is maybe you could argue just ask Adam to take the entire interview down. You're then saying he did ask for that. He didn't.
Sharp in academics.
Got his ass. Let the footage show.
I don't really know the beef.